Here's something that most people just don't realize, okay? Living through narcissistic abuse is trauma. It's not just a bad relationship, and it's not something that you can just get over. The effects of abuse go so much deeper. They change the way your brain works. It leaves you trapped in cycles of fear, anxiety, and self doubt. So if you've ever felt like healing is just impossible, you are not alone in this. And I want to debunk some of the biggest myths that might be holding you back. Okay, myth number one, narcissistic abuse isn't real trauma. Some people might say, it's not like you were in a war zone, but the reality is narcissistic abuse rewires your brain in very similar ways. And actually, if you've experienced it, didn't it kind of feel like a war in some ways? When you're constantly gaslit and manipulated or just walking on eggshells, your brain shifts into survival mode. It floods your system with stress hormones like cortisol, and this keeps you hyper alert, emotionally overwhelmed, and stuck in a state of fear long after the abuse actually ends. So here's the truth. You're not weak for struggling. Trauma bonds, depression, and anxiety, they are not actually signs of failure at all. They're signs that your brain and your body are doing their best to protect you. Healing starts when you treat these symptoms like the trauma responses that they are. Now, this is where options like MindBloom's at-home ketamine therapy program can make a huge difference. Their research-backed treatment helps support your brain in breaking those survival patterns. It creates space for you to process emotions and just move forward. Now, I'll share more about that in just a moment, but you can also learn more in the link in the caption. Okay, here's number two. Healing should happen quickly. People think once you've left, it's just kind of smooth sailing from there, but leaving an abusive relationship is actually just the beginning. You're not only breaking free physically, you're untangling years of manipulation and self-doubt and emotional pain. Recovery takes time, and that's okay. That's really okay. There's no timeline for healing, but there are tools that can make it feel more manageable. So one of those tools is MindBloom. Working on your brain's neuroplasty, their programs help to reduce the emotional overwhelm that keeps you stuck. And 89% of participants report improvement in the depression and anxiety symptoms. And it's a safe and guided treatment that meets you where you are. Now, myth number three, if therapy didn't work for you, then nothing will. Well, therapy and private coaching are actually incredible resources, but it's not always enough on its own. So narcissistic abuse doesn't just impact your emotions, right? It actually leaves biological imprints on your brain. So treatments like MindBloom's program work alongside therapy to help you rewire those patterns and make healing more accessible. So if you're curious, MindBloom makes it really easy to see if their program is right for you. I want you to take their short online assessment, and if you qualify, you can use my code LisaS100 for $100 off your first session. You can find relief from anxiety and depression through MindBloom's proven at-home psychedelic therapy. Here's what I want you to know. Healing is not just about getting past what happened. It's about reclaiming your peace and your life. It's okay to need more than one tool to get you there. If you've ever felt stuck, this could be your missing piece. You deserve to feel free and safe and hopeful again. Discover your mental health breakthrough with MindBloom's cutting-edge at-home treatments.